All right, MLB trade deadline just ended. I'm going to go over the top trades and talk about teams, what they did and did not do. The Padres got Mason Miller. That was big. They also got J.P. Sears with that deal. They gave away some prospects and pitchers and stuff like that. Big news, Carlos Correa is headed back to Houston to the Astros, where he was banging on trash cans last. Mariners, Geno Suarez, this happened last night. That is big for the Mariners because they are going to try to run into the Astros, and that's going to be big. That's going to be a big race. The AL West, that's going to be a big race in a couple months. The Phillies got Duran from the Twins for a catcher and pitcher, something like that. The Yankees got David Bednar for a couple catchers and outfielder prospects, stuff like that. The Rangers got Merrill Kelly. This came in a little bit later in the day, and that just was from the D-backs for a few pitchers and prospects. The Mets got Ryan Halsley from the Cardinals for infielder Jesus Baez. The Blue Jays and Guardians went pitcher for pitcher. Shane Bieber was involved in that trade. The Padres just went off this year. AJ Preller. The Padres got Ryan O'Hearn for an outfielder from the Orioles. The Orioles gave up a lot. Cedric Mullins to the Mets. The Yankees got Ryan McMahon. That was from last week. The Mariners got Josh Naylor. Also talked about that. That was last week. The Mets got Tyler Rogers from the Giants for a couple pitchers and outfield prospects. There was a 3-team trade, the Reds, Rays, and Dodgers late last night. Nothing big. A whole bunch of prospects went back and forth to a few places. The Phillies got Harrison Bader from the Twins for Hendry Mendez and some other pitching prospects. The Mets got Cedric Mullins from the Orioles for Anthony Nunez and a couple other prospects. A lot of prospects went on. Obviously, every trade deadline that happens, they all end up being bust. Reds got Brian Hayes from the Pirates. Blue Jays got Sir Anthony Dominguez from the Orioles for a pitcher. Dustin May went to the Red Sox. I don't know. They haven't really announced who they gave up yet. Couldn't have been much, but I know the Red Sox were talking about Dalton Rushing, and I know the Dodgers kind of wanted Walker Buehler. I don't think they ended up going in that trade, but I don't know who the Dodgers got from the Red Sox there. Dylan Cease didn't go anywhere. Dylan Cease was apparently close with the Astros, was signing with the Astros. Never went through. Steven Kwan, same thing. I was hoping the Dodgers would have got Kwan and Alcantara. They both stayed in their spots. The Twins gave up a lot. The Twins gave up Carlos Correa. They gave up Duran, Harrison Bader, Willie Castro, who also went to the Cubs. Griffin Jacks, again late. Brock Stewart, who went to the Dodgers, and Luis Verlins. Yankees also got a lot. They got Ryan McMahon, David Bednar. They got Doval. They got some Rays guys, Ahmed Rosario, Austin Slater, Jake Bird. Padres, again, the Padres did a whole bunch today. They're going to try to chase the Dodgers. It isn't going to happen, but they are going to try to chase the Dodgers. They got Mason Miller, Ryan O'Hearn. They got Nestor Cortez, J.P. Spears, Will Wagner, a whole bunch of guys. I think there were even more guys than that. That's just what I wrote down. The only 2 guys I wanted the Dodgers to get was Alcantara and Kwan. Either one or both would have been fine with me, but they didn't even end up trading them to anybody, to absolutely anybody. It was a wild trade deadline. A lot of teams got a lot of guys. A lot of teams gave up a lot of guys, except the Dodgers. The Dodgers didn't do much. They got rid of May. They got rid of Outman, too, but they basically got Alex Call for Outman, and then got Brock Stewart, who, again, they're just going to DFA in a few months anyway. So that is your MLB trade deadline review. I'll be talking more about it on the podcast, but that will do for now.